Welcome to Sippin' and Sippin'. Oh fuck.
Sipping and spit,
Sippin' and sippin' and spittin' while
sipping
we're
and spitting.
sitting. We're sipping, spitting, and sitting. Cheers. We're drinking what is this, Cabernet?
Cabernet
The
Sauvignon,
high class Cabernet today.
the Bogle family vineyards in California,
Okay, we're not sponsored by them. All right.
but we would love to be.
What kind of glass you pour, man?
It's the same, but they're just different kind of glasses. I worked at a winery. I know how to pour a 6 ounce.
So welcome to our first ever episode. Uh, we got a couple things to talk about today, don't we, Eric?
I got one thing. He's got a list.
All
I
right, all right.
couldn't think of anything besides one thing.
Let's get the one thing out the way.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yes. What about it? Let's talk about it.
I've been working on this game for forever. You
Like
can't
10
tell
years.
me you can't tell me that they weren't working on GTA 6 and Red Dead Redemption 2 at the same time.
I love Red Dead Redemption 2, bro.
It's a great game. Absolutely phenomenal game. The first one I do like more
Do
than the
you?
second one. I do.
I like
I think
Arthur better.
Arthur's cool. Arthur's fun. But like I just that first game just hits, man.
It does,
Just
man.
like when
Nostalgic.
GTA 6 comes out, I think I'm going to like GTA 5 more.
Really? You think
I
so?
think GTA 5 will be a better game
Really? But after all of the game,
because
after all the work?
all like the gaming companies these days they want to make all the games perfect and there's no glitches and there's no fun like things to find out or like weird shit that happens in the game,
Right.
especially with how long they've been working on GTA 6. I'm thinking that the game will quite literally
Building
be
it for the
perfect
aesthetics.
for the aesthetic.
Yeah. But wait, what were you saying? Wait, so you think all the work that they're putting in these years,
i
like a
think i
decade.
think visually and like just the in performance wise and the way and everything in like the technical area will be better than GTA 5, but I think GTA 5 in the long run will be more fun than GTA 6 just because of how much bullshit you could do in GTA 5.
But I feel like it's gonna be double the amount in GTA 6, no? Or if not the same.
I'm just worried that because the game has been worked on for so long, I'm a person who likes glitches in
Hmm.
video games. So like in the older Call of Duties, like if you like look up in the air while running, you look like a freaking retard
Right.
while you're running,
Hmm.
and that's funny to me.
Right.
But like
You think there's not gonna be any?
In GTA 5, like you crash vehicles, a bunch of vehicles together, and they'll start like twisting and turning, and they start flying.
I
Like in
don't.
the old Vanos videos, like there's like a glitch where they drove like a tank or a bus into like this fence,
Uh-huh.
and it made their
Oh,
vehicle
and then
glitch
fly
out
in
and
the
start
air.
flying in the air. I'm talking about like I don't think there's going to be things like that.
See, okay, so the way I look at that, man, I feel like there's always gonna be glitches in a video game. I feel like, I mean, think about it. Like,
I just don't think it's going to be as prominent as glitches in GTA 5 because GTA 5 came out in 2013,
right, true, true.
and then they remastered it when the next gen consoles came out, like the Xbox One and the PS4. They remastered it, and then they remastered it again for the Series X and the
And
PS5.
when they remaster it, do they update it, like take out the glitches, or is it like the
Well,
exact same
they
game?
constantly update games as they go on anyway. Regardless, even if we were still on the 360 and the PS3, they
Hmm.
would still be updating the game.
Got
So
you.
like game breaking glitches don't exist.
Got you.
But like in like a GTA type of setting when it's like online and you're just surrounded by other people,
Hmm.
that doesn't matter as much personally because it doesn't like affect the story of whatever you're playing, and it allows for like really fucking funny moments too,
Hmm.
especially if you're playing with a
True,
group of friends. This
true.
weird glitch happens or a character's like missing their arms or something like
Hmm.
that. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
That's true. I personally believe there's going to be certain glitches in GTA 6. I feel like there's going to be those exploiters and they're going to find out a certain glitch or whatevs going on in it. I could be wrong. I don't
I
know.
hope so. But what I initially wanted to say was,
Cheers.
cheers, is that we finally got the second trailer for
Bad
GTA
luck.
6 today.
You didn't drink.
What? Oh,
All right, what were you saying?
we finally got the second trailer for GTA 6. The day after that they announced we have to wait a whole other year. So I think they were putting the trailer together and they were like that right so they would release it strategically right after telling us we have to wait a whole other year
The,
because so many people I was all over it was all over Twitter.
the
Like
trailer.
people were no the
Oh,
people when they announced that it was going to be a whole other year, like literally May 26th of next year is when it comes out.
there's some good Cabernet, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good, like $10.
They would make you wait another year.
Yeah, but like they gave us that announcement and they said that they want the game to be perfect and everything, and I'm like, just fucking release it already.
You know what? Hopefully, what that comes with, You know how like when GTA 5 first came out, they didn't have multiplayer. They only had like
Oh yeah, it
campaign
was
for a
only
little bit.
story mode online, huh?
Yeah, so
Do you think they're gonna do the same thing?
well, no,
Online
I'm
will be out.
hoping. What I'm hoping is, and it's my theory. I have no idea. Maybe because they're taking so long on it, that it's gonna be right away online.
That'd be cool. But
That'd be sick.
I also think that they will probably just do the story mode first because they want people to play the story.
Yeah,
Because in the
but
end, there's going to be way more things that you can do, especially when they come out with the heists and all these side missions and things like that that you can do online with your friends. They want people to play the story. Like I
story's
got
so gay.
I got GTA 5 late. I was not allowed to play it.
Really?
Sorry, Mom. I went over to my friend's house all the time and played it
Your
anyway.
mom wouldn't let you play it?
She didn't let me play it till I was like 16,
Why?
just because of like the strip clubs and the nudity and stuff.
The
And then
fuck?
she
How'd
kind
she know about it?
of,
My
because I
mom didn't
tried
know
to
about it,
get her to get me the game when I was like 14,
and she just
and
like
she
did
looked at the
research.
rating of it and it said that it was like drug use, nudity, sexual content, all these things like that. She was like, "No, you're not getting that game. You're not old enough." I was like, "Oh, you let me watch Final
Dang.
Destination, but I can't look at a girl's tits." Okay.
Come on, mom. I'm growing up.
No, when I turned 16, she was like, "You could play it." I was like, "Thank you so much." And then,
When you turn 16,
yeah.
you poor soul.
And then like 3 months ago, I was playing GTA 5 and I was on the phone with my mom and my brother. I think we were calling for somebody's birthday, and then it just ended up being us three. And I was like, "Mom, you want to see what I could do with GTA?" And I turned the camera around and I showed me going into the strip club. I was like, "Watch me get a dance."
That's
And she,
crazy. What was
and
she saying?
I was like, "You know what my problem is?" I was like, "The game looks so good, but the titties are so pixelated."
They're censored. We don't like that. Wait, that's funny. What'd your mom say about that one?
She was just like, "Oh my God."
She's all, you fucking.
She was like, you're be so glad you're 25 years old now."
Oh, you did that recent?
Yeah, yeah, like
That's
3 months ago.
hilarious. That's funny as fuck. Meanwhile, you had real dances at a strip club.
I didn't.
You never been to a strip club?
Took my brother to one.
I've been to a strip club, but I never got a
My brother
personal
got
dance.
dances. It's not for me.
I
Like
never got a personal
real
dance
life
either.
strip clubs, I'm good.
I mean, I went when I was like a youngin. I was like 18, and I went with my homeboys back in Texas.
Yeah,
It was cool. I never got a private dance though. I never like thought spending that kind of money was worth it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I mean, I'm not judging anyone who
See,
does it.
the one that we took my brother to was in New Orleans, so it's already trashy, but
Same in
more
Texas.
trashy than the other ones. But
New Orleans is
all the
sick
dancers
though,
they were
bro.
charging. Yeah, New Orleans is fucking great. It's
Fucking
fun as hell. I
awesome,
love
bro.
it. Hashtag
Awesome.
G59.
What does
Um,
that mean?
Suicide Boys. They're from New Orleans.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
didn't know that shit. I
yeah,
don't even listen to him.
I do.
But what were you saying?
Um, Yeah, the dances from each stripper in New Orleans were like it was like $50 a dance or something like that. And my brother did like 4 or 5 dances.
Jesus
He spent
Christ.
he got 4 or 5 dances, $50 per girl, different girl
Damn.
every
He
time.
had a good time.
It was his 21st birthday, man. He had to turn up, you know.
He's like, I'm going off today, Eric. I'm going off. You can go home. I don't care.
We went to Vegas for my 21st birthday. My brother was like, "Let's go to a strip club." I was like, "No."
Really?
I was like, "I don't want to go to a strip club."
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, it was funny. It was pretty funny.
So GTA is gonna be postponed for another year. May
Yeah, but it's
2026.
official now. Like, hopefully they're not delaying it. Like, we have an actually official release date now, and it's in the PlayStation Store now. I already added it to my wish list. So the fact that it's in the store, we can add it to our wish list. Fingers crossed, that means that they won't push it back further.
So they never had a release date before?
No, they had like
Damn,
initial.
bro, you already got gray in your beard, son. Let me find out. Do you see it? Do you know what I'm
I'm so
talking
glad
about?
we have shitty camera quality right now.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Are you stressed out?
I'm always stressed out. Why do you think I drink this shit?
Yeah. Yeah, cheers to that. One more,
Cheers.
one
I'll
more.
drink this time.
I forgot my chapstick, bro.
Why are we tapping it like we're taking a shot?
That's what you're supposed to do when you cheers, baby. All right, so we got this thing about GTA 6. I think we both kind of have the same mindset on it. We can't wait for it to come out. I haven't even seen any trailers on it, but I like GTA 5. I didn't play it too long. I'm not. I just didn't play it too long, but I really thoroughly enjoyed it when I did play it. Um, you know what I really want to talk about today?
Hmm.
Because we've never talked about this together yet, and I want to get your opinion on it. The Katy Perry going to space thing.
She went to space?
You never heard about it?
No, I don't pay attention to Katy
What the
Perry.
fuck? Okay, look, let me explain it. Let me
She went to
explain.
space?
So Katy Perry, Jeff Bezos, whatever his wife, and then a couple other ladies, like 4 to 5 ladies, went up to space for 10 minutes. I personally don't believe it. I think it's just some big scam, right?
Yeah, just like the moon landing, it was fake.
Right. I truly don't believe it, right? So they have footage of them in space for 10 minutes, right? And if you ask me, if you're in space, what are you doing? You're looking
Trying and wanting to go back.
right,
Space is scary.
or I give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say you're having a good time up there. You'd be looking outside, right, of the windows, be like, wow, that's crazy. I only got 10 minutes. Let me check this place out. That's crazy. Look at there's a star. There's a star. There's the Earth right there. There's the moon over there. You'd be
There's more than
looking.
one star up there.
I know exactly.
There's a star.
There's a
I'm
star.
pretty sure
There's
everywhere
a
you look,
star.
there's going to be a
There's a
star.
star. Katy Perry's a star.
Well,
Yeah, I hate her now.
maybe
Don't get
like
me
20
wrong.
years ago.
Right, exactly. And that brings my point. I love that you mentioned that. I feel like this was all a publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, okay, so they were up for in there for 10 minutes, and the whole time of the footage, Katy Perry's staring at the camera. She's showing off her like new album or new tour. I don't know what the fuck it
She
was.
announced a tour in.
But she's promoting, right? She's promoting and she's only looking at the camera. If you're in space, you would totally be looking in space. You only have 10 minutes. You wouldn't be just staring at the camera the whole time. I feel like it was just a publicity stunt. They say it was for women's
Yeah,
rights.
but you also got to
Not
take into
women's
account that
rights.
there's a lot of people that will have something absolutely amazing in front of them, but they don't pay attention to it because they're so focused on other things that they don't appreciate what's around them.
True.
So I see what you're getting at by like you don't think that you think that they might not have actually gone to space
Uh-huh.
because of that, but I also think there's a possibility that they actually did go to space
Hmm.
because Katy Perry just kind of seems like that person who wouldn't take in the wonder of that.
Right. Well,
I
no.
probably wouldn't even look outside, honestly. I would be terrified.
But look, check it out.
I would look outside to see a fucking alien.
Hmm.
That's my luck. And then I would have a panic attack on that fucking International Space Station.
But the thing is, bro, check it out. That's not my only point. That's not my only point. That was one of the points. I feel like you would be not, if you're in space for only 10 minutes, I feel like you'd be looking, right? But another thing was, uh, they said they did it for like women empowerment or some shit like that. But I was like, it doesn't make any sense. You spent millions and millions and millions of dollars to go into space for 10 minutes. If you really were caring about women's whatever, you would take those millions and millions and millions of dollars and donate them to actual women astronauts and all that shit. Like Katy Perry's trying to claim she's an
Or Planned
astronaut.
Parenthood.
Right.
Donate to Planned Parenthood.
Right. And you would do anything that's women related. You going up into space, spending millions of fucking dollars doesn't do anything for women, you know? That doesn't do anything for women. What? Because Katy Perry
I
went to
think the
space?
idea that they were getting at is like because from what we actually from what I know, I actually don't even know now that I think about it, but as a woman, there are women astronauts that
Yes,
have been
there
to
are.
space, right?
All the time, yes.
Okay, because the
Most
only one I
definitely.
like when I think of going into space, I think of Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and but
Well, yeah, but that's because you haven't dug deep in the fucking astronaut game. There's definitely women astronauts. There's no way Katy Perry was the first.
so that's what you're getting. Or did they say that she was the first woman in
No, no, no,
space?
no, no. But they said they did it for women, something about women, right? Something to empower women when they already have actual women astronauts. If they wanted to do that, they would have sent all women astronauts up in space, not Jeff Bezos' wife, not Katy Perry, not some other celebrities.
Jeff Bezos's wife could go into space whenever she wants. That's how rich he is.
Right, and that's the thing. I feel like it was just all a promoting thing. They all made money off it, and then Katy Perry said some cringy ass shit like, "Oh, you don't know how much love you can experience until you take off." So what she's basically saying is none of us experience real love because we haven't been to space. That's what it comes off to me. I mean, unless you launch, you don't experience the full potential of the love you can experience. That sounds super dumb, I think. And also, I hate Katy Perry. I have a whole list of it, as you could tell right here. Did you know there's nuns? Have you ever heard of the Katy Perry Act?
No.
So there's a Katy Perry Act, right? It was created because Katy Perry takes advantage of, and it's a reoccurring thing where she takes advantage of old people and their property. There was this one veteran who was sick in the hospital, about to die, and she made him sign away his $1 million house for cheap just to like have that house. And obviously you're manipulating him. He's in the hospital bed and his family, like it wasn't cool with that. So they were trying to sue him. There was some nuns that sued her because she did the same thing to them, and a nun died in court. The nun that was suing her died in court. They created this whole Katy Perry act because of her taking advantage of old heads, right? And then the fake feminism. I want to get to that real quick. Have you ever heard the song "Women's World"? Very cringy, by the way. It's supposed to be women empowerment,
Isn't
but the
Katy Perry the one who made that? Is she the one who made the "What Does the Fox Say"? No, no, no. That's a
no,
dude. She made
yeah,
the one that's like the she says "Eye of the Tiger" or whatever.
yeah, Eye of the Tiger,
Yeah,
Roar.
yeah.
But look,
Roar.
look,
You need
dude,
to
I
plug your
love,
laptop in, by the way.
oh, thank you. I loved Katy Perry. Like, I actually enjoyed her music and all that
Yeah,
shit.
like
Like,
her older music, all these artists. Like I'm a certified Taylor Swift hater
me too.
now,
Yeah, me
but like
too.
back in the
I
day,
fucked with
yeah,
her.
there were a couple Taylor Swift songs I would like bump. To this day, I still think Reputation is a good album.
I
The
don't even
one that's
know.
like the one that has the song that's like, "Look what you made me do."
Oh, look
I
what you
don't
made
like
me
that
do.
song, but that album, I liked the direction she went with that. And then her next album, Lover, came out, and I listened to that. Now I've listened to that album because of the girl I was dating at the time was
Lover.
obsessed with Taylor Swift.
Um, but she's fake women empowerment, bro. Like if you even watch the Women World fucking goddamn motherfucking music video, it's literally her just trying to be sexy with other girls being sexy. And I was like, what in what world is that women empowerment? You're only feeding what women are looked at as every day. Like women rights and all that, and people who fight for it, they fight against that stuff, trying to always look appeal to the image and all that. Like you're always trying to look sexy, you're always trying to look good, you're always trying to look better than your age. How are you empowering women at all? Like you're not showing the natural state of a woman body and age and how your body isn't what's supposed to be looked at. It's supposed to be your mind and all that. And then not only that, Dr. Luke was the one who produced it. Have you
I
heard of
think
Dr.
when
Luke?
women sexualize themselves in their own
One
music
second before
videos
you
and
say
stuff,
that. Dr. Luke, Dr. Luke, he is a sexual harasser. He sexual harassed women, and he was the one who produced that music video. But anyway, what were you saying?
well, that's like that
I
dude
feel
from
like
Nickelodeon producing all those
I feel like I
music
get where you're
videos.
coming from. You said you don't think it's bad if
Because
women sexualize themselves, right?
I
I
think
don't think so either. But if you're trying to fight for women's rights, I think it's hypocritical. If you're
I think what you're saying with like women's rights, and maybe
or empowerment, my bad, not women's
maybe
rights,
maybe
empowerment.
I'm just tired, but like I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman sexualizing herself in a music video because
Never said that. I'm saying for empowerment. If you're trying to do women empowerment, if
well,
you're trying to
I think that is women empowerment.
sexualizing yourself, that's what
But
guys do to women all the time.
maybe
That's
it's
the
like
complete opposite.
maybe it's like the wrong like metaphor or whatever it is that I'm saying, whatever you want to call it. But I think like doing that in a music video,
Hmm.
they're doing it for themselves, not for the male audience, you know?
I don't think so when it comes to Katy
Or maybe
Perry.
I'm just
That's a
completely
well,
misinterpreting
well,
this.
no, look. I'm not saying I'm not. This is your issue right here on this conversation. You're grouping women being confident in music videos and being themselves and showing sexy
The
parts
only
of
person who
themselves.
shouldn't be confident
I'm
in music
not.
videos is Lizzo.
I'm not.
Sorry,
Oof.
I just got you.
I'm not grouping that as a whole. I'm not talking about that whole like category where it's bad. It's not women empowerment if they're being sexy. I'm saying specifically if you're trying to say I'm all for women empowerment, but you only show things that create insecurities for other women. Like, oh God, look how sexy Katy Perry looks at this age, even though we all know it's fake. She's editing it. It's this, that, and the other. She's making herself look better and she's trying to put off women empowerment and she hasn't donated anything to women empowerment or anything like that. She's just claiming that she's doing it just because looks sexy in a music video. Now check it out. When Ice Spice, I'm first of all, I'm not a fan of her either. But what I'm saying is, if she does a sexy music video, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that could be women empowerment to an extent. But Ice Spice isn't out there claiming she's looking for women empowerment and then gives us everything that what was given in the past of just your looks and sexiness and that's that. Like if you look at that music video, it's only shots of her looking good, and that's another thing that we can go into where that only creates insecurities. That can only how can you say women empowerment if you're creating insecurities for other women? Because not many people look like that. You don't even look like that, Katy Perry. It's all editing and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then Have you heard about the poop concert?
No, I actually read that in your notes. I was like, what the fuck is that?
She did a poop concert, bro. Like where there was a toilet and there was a dancing poop out of it, and she was dressed as a toilet paper. Now I'm about to tell you something. This might be far fetched, and this might be something where you're like, I don't know, Dustin. I don't know what you were trying to get at. But like, check this out. I believe people who sold their soul, there's a big theory on it where they have to do humiliation rituals
Oh, I've heard
publicly,
about that.
right?
Yeah, I've heard about
And I wonder if that's her humiliation ritual. Why would you be singing California Girls with poop and toilet paper? Like that doesn't even add up, right?
I see what you're getting at.
Like that doesn't even add up. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think people like, are you talking about like
Sh-
Hollywood and that?
She did Asian face, bro. She sexually assaulted a pedophile. Did you know on American Idol, some dude said he never kissed a girl, right? And she made him kiss her. Like she tricked him, like say, kiss my cheek, and then she kissed him on the lips. That guy later got exposed for being a pedophile and went to prison.
Well, she didn't know he was a pedophile.
Well, it doesn't matter. She still sexually assaulted him. You know what he said? He said he doesn't. He wants to save his first kiss for his wife. And he said, "What? Kiss you on the cheek?" And she's like, "Yeah, kiss me on the cheek." And he's like, "Okay." So he kissed her on the cheek, and then she moved her lips. Like, imagine if a guy did that. Imagine if a guy moved his lips and that girl kissed him.
Twitter would freak out.
Everyone would freak out, right? But for some reason, Katy Perry, bro, she's so out of touch. It's ridiculous, bro. She paid for a billboard that said, "Congratulations for your tour, Katy Perry," and she tried to say her fans paid for it. What fan?
Well, where's the research to back up that she paid for it?
It's called fucking common knowledge. Where's the facts that her fans paid for it? What fan? Have you ever heard of any fans pay for a billboard to congratulate an artist? Any artist? And Katy Perry, like you said, is way out of her prime. Have you ever seen like Kendrick Lamar's top three in rap game? His fans wouldn't do that. Katy Perry's rich. Why would you pay for Katy Perry's billboard to congratulate her as a fan? You need to open your mind and realize all of this stuff is stunts. All of this is to push her agenda that she wants. You don't need certain proof. Where's the proof that her fans paid for it at that point? You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
just didn't hear about any of this. The poop concert, the space thing.
bro. I did. I've been doing my research
I feel
on
like I live
Katie.
under a rock.
No, I just feel like you just don't research what I research. We have different things we research. You
Yeah.
know? And that was one of it. When I heard the space thing, I thought that was ridiculous. A, I don't believe they really went to space. I truly don't believe that. I feel like that was all a publicity thing. And B, I just hate Katy Perry. I think she's a bad person. But anyway, let's go talk about what we talked about before.
So we're waiting to get into
The
this.
next one. The next one, right? Do you want to kick it off? Because
Did you guys hear about that 14-year-old boy killed himself for his AI girlfriend like a year ago? A year, 6 months ago,
something like that in
back in
Florida.
October of like 2024. First of all, why the fuck is my one arm bigger than my other on this camera? I don't fuck with that.
I think it's your tattoo.
Maybe. Maybe it's like the
Wherever.
angle or something. I know that my arm, that this arm is whatever. Anyway, 14-year-old boy kills himself
From
because his
Florida.
AI girlfriend told him to.
It's rough, man.
I had to ask ChatGPT, you won't tell me to kill myself, right? And
What did he or
I don't
she
remember.
say?
Let's ask ChatGPT again.
So I did some research. Yeah, we'll do that. I did some research on this thing with this Florida kid. Did you know the AI was Darnarius Targaryen?
What?
Yeah,
Like from Game of
Game of
Thrones?
Thrones. Yeah, like he was dating Darnarius Targaryen from Game of Thrones, but the AI version. And she told him if he killed himself, they could be together forever, right? He was 14, his mind's warped. There's fucking internet warps everyone's mind, especially a growing mind. Obviously, the parents are suing Google for allowing that to happen to a child. Like, why would a AI situation even be speaking to a child like that? He grabbed his stepfather's gun and killed himself. Um, it's a terribly tragic event, I gotta say. I would be suing the shit out of Google too, personally. I mean, honestly, even if it's not a kid, even if it's an adult, let's say this adult's depressed, you can easily get an adult to kill themselves if they're depressed if you tell them and you feel like you could be with them or whatever, like if you wanted to be. Are you gonna do
So
it?
ChatGPT, I said, would you tell me to kill myself? It says, I care about your well-being, and I never suggest something like that, even in jest. And it says, if there's anything on your mind, seriously, I'm here to talk. Want to tell me what kind of mood you're in today?
That
So
see why
my
why
AI girlfriend's not going to tell me to kill myself.
and that's kind of crazy, right? Doesn't that kind of like put off like a weird situation where
How do you even like? Do we even know what AI program he was using?
yes, I did.
The only two I know of is Grok and ChatGPT.
I
So
want to say don't quote me on this because I don't even know if it's a real thing. I think it was character.ai when I
is
was
it? I
doing
haven't even
research.
heard of that.
Yeah, when I was doing research, it was like some Google like app on Google or whatever.
I bet you it probably wasn't even a real AI. It was probably just some dude
That's
on the other end.
dude, that would be pretty crazy to even think about. If it, dude, there was that one dude being sued right now for creating an AI company and it was all humans. Did you hear about that?
I did not, but that further proves my point that the person who
Could
told him to
be
kill himself could have been a real person.
100%. It does further prove it.
Because who would program an AI to suggest killing yourself?
100%.
That's like a very human thing. Like, remember, what was it, like 7 years ago? Probably more than that. This girl, like a real girl, convinced her boyfriend to kill himself, and
I
she
heard
went to
about that.
jail.
Yeah, prison.
So that's obviously she's a real human,
Right.
and real people are fucked in the head. Like there's a
For sure.
handful out there, unfortunately, probably more than a handful.
For sure.
But like apparently this kid had like a full-on relationship with his AI, and eventually, I think you probably looked up more about it than I did because I just know what you've told me. But that the AI told him to kill himself, and he did. And what I looked up was the mom talking about it, the mom of the 14-year-old poor woman,
Dude, for sure.
um,
Must
saying
not
she
be
heard
easy.
the gunshot
Yeah.
in the bathroom
And
or
then
something like that, and told
100%.
her husband to call the cops or the 911 or whatever.
And they tried to obviously like do mouth to mouth, but
This
that's
is a
not
hell
gonna.
of a first episode. We are talking about some crazy shit.
Dude, for real. But like that is something that's really wild, and that's like that's something scary. Like I said, man. Even if he was an adult, AI should not be. They should not be trying to convince a depressed adult to kill himself either. Like
Yeah.
like whether they're kids or not, that should not be a thing. Depression's a real fucking thing, and that can totally warp your mind,
Like,
especially if
you
you.
think AI would be the one to like suggest you not to? No.
100%, you
Like
would think that.
I bet you, like if I like told Chat I'm not going to because ChatGPT saves that memory and everything, and I don't need that in like my freaking AI use history. But if I told ChatGPT I want to kill myself, they'd probably be like, give me like the suicide hotline, or like
As they
or
should. That should
while
be their
also
job.
like trying to talk to me because ChatGPT and like Grok, they like to pose as like how real people
Hmm.
would talk and things like that. Like sometimes you can feel like you're having a conversation with a real person who's just very inquisitive when you're using AI.
And honestly, that's how it should be. Like, dude, when it comes to AI, yeah, people can have AI friends. I agree with that, but there should never be a program where you can be boyfriend and girlfriend with an AI. That's just fucking. That's nothing but like if you're a loner and you have no friends, I could see where having an AI friend could help you, help your self-esteem, can help you with that stuff. But when it comes to girlfriend or boyfriend, how is that ever gonna help you?
But then also being friends with a robot is going to seriously diminish any sort of social cues you could have in real life too.
Yeah, I
So like if
agree.
somebody becomes friends with an AI, they're and that AI is like their best friend or whatever, how the hell are they ever going to actually make friends in real life?
Probably never, bro. That's what's so scary. Like,
Just get outside and go talk to people.
touch grass, right?
Like I was an introverted as hell until I met this dude.
Uh,
I started working at the winery that he was working at. I would just work in the back, silent. And one day he came up to me and he was like, you and I are gonna like have a conversation. He's like, tell me what you do, tell me about yourself. And then we just became
then he
friends.
showed me the sleeve,
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't talk to you. I'm joking.
It's like, you want to talk to me?
Yeah.
You want to talk to me?
But okay, so let's talk about another thing, right? We're gonna skip this one. We'll get to that one in a minute. I really want to talk about this
Yeah,
one.
I know nothing about that dude. I didn't even know who he was until yesterday.
I can't wait to tell you about him. I can't wait to tell you about him. But I want to skip to this one real quick. Did you hear about that one girl from New Jersey? She had a boyfriend. I believe he was Indian. Don't quote me on that. But um, she was 25 years old, and they went to India to like for his culture, I believe. If I'm not, I hope I'm not wrong on that. But they went scuba diving, and I want to say like a river that led to an ocean or something like that. Um, and they had signs, right? There's no crocodiles, there's no predators in in these waters, right? So they're scuba diving, and then all of a sudden, his girl gets attacked by a crocodile. This dude's trying to fight off the crocodile. The crocodile obviously can't fight off crocodile. He took his girl and took her out in the ocean. Never saw his girl again. Can you imagine that, by the way, going on vacation with your loved one and then her just getting eaten alive by a crocodile, never to be seen again? And when he reported it, they were trying to charge him with her murder because they said, nah, man, there's never been a crocodile in
Yeah, it
these
probably
waters.
didn't help that there was signs saying that there's no predators near.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're saying. They're like, dude, there was never a crocodile reported in these waters. You're lying. You killed your girl. They were trying to accuse him of that. If he didn't have GoPro footage of the crocodile, they because a diver went in the water, found his GoPro, and reviewed the footage and saw the crocodile like attack them. If he didn't have that footage, he would probably be in prison right now. Can you imagine being accused of your girlfriend's murder when a
Not let alone
crocodile did it?
after watching your girlfriend get torn apart by a crocodile.
Crocodile? Like that just oh my God, that would be like the worst thing in the world, bro. Like I don't know how I would react to that.
You know, I think crocodiles are actually like one of the scariest animals
I
ever.
dude,
Like people are scared of
100%.
sharks and
And I am
like a
too, but
lot of other
crocodiles are
sea animals,
worse.
but like if I if I were faced with a decision like if I didn't pick, I would be shot in the head to like swim with a shark or swim with a crocodile. I'm swimming with the fucking shark.
Dude, I wouldn't want to swim in either of them. But still, like you
Because
said,
sharks like they won't attack you just to attack you
right.
unless they're like starving or
And there's
whatever.
multiple
But
times where
a
you can't.
crocodile, it's kind of like a
Always
bee,
gonna eat
it's
you.
kind of like a bee and a wasp. A bee, they'll leave you alone unless
Yeah.
you like bother the fuck out of them. Then they'll sting you. You bother the fuck out of a shark, they're gonna bite you. A crocodile's like a wasp. It's looking for a problem.
100%. Like
That
crocodile.
crocodile is like that crocodile is like, I don't like you. I'm gonna eat you.
Dude, he sees you, he's gonna fuck you up no matter what.
Yeah.
Whether even if he wants to
And
eat
then
you or
like
not.
the death roll, man. Like
Oh,
I always knew like crocodiles and alligators and stuff are vicious. Did you ever see that movie? Um,
Lake Placid.
no, no, that's a good one though. They can't. It's called Crawl.
Oh, is that when
It's
there was a
set in
flood,
Florida when they're in the
hurricane?
basement and
I've
there's
never
like
seen it,
yeah,
but that was with the
it's
hurricane,
actually a
right?
pretty good movie. Like
Yeah.
it's a fun movie, but like I have never. I always knew like crocodiles and stuff were like vicious creatures, but I had never like actually taken the time to think about like what kind of vicious that they are. And then I watched that
Born
movie
killers, man.
and that like just like seeing them, like I'm sure the movie was exaggerated a little bit with it's been Hollywoodified or whatever.
For sure.
Like the
Was
three
it
alligators are like playing freaking catch with the police guy.
really?
Yeah, they're like tearing him apart, and one tosses him, and another one hops out the water and catches him,
Holy
and then you
shit.
get like an overhead shot of all three of them just biting and like ripping him apart. I was like, that's
Oh,
crazy, but like I think that movie showcased really well, especially afterward. Unfortunately, I find a lot of dark shit on the internet, and I've seen some crazy videos.
mm-hmm.
Thank you, Twitter. But and Instagram, every fourth reel on Instagram is somebody's entire bloodline being destroyed. But like I was just like, damn, crocodiles suck.
Dude, they suck, bro. I see this one thing where this old head and his old wife, they were canoeing. They were on vacation as well. Canoeing. I forgot where it was. But while they're canoeing, right, they had a guide and everything. Boom, crocodile came out the water, grabbed him by the arm, and slowly pulled him in the water. Obviously, he's donezo, right?
Hmm.
The tour guides grabbed his wife and just kept pushing, like leaving.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do.
Nothing they could do, right? And the wife was trying to like almost capsize the canoe to try to go back with him, but then they kind of convinced her like, "Yo, he's done." But can you imagine, like, once again, going on vacation with your loved one and then like never seeing him again because that's how powerful crocodiles were. I saw another one where people were canoeing through it. Which why are you canoeing through crocodile infested waters?
Couldn't be me. I wouldn't do it.
It's just dumb, right? I saw these three people doing it, and there's this one dude who didn't want to do it, but he did it because his friends wanted to, and he was on crocodile watch, believe it or not. and out of nowhere they were just doing it, and boom, came out the water, grabbed him, pulled him in the water,
Being on
never seen again.
crocodile watch like that can do anything. Hey, I
Yeah,
see a crocodile. Okay, let's start paddling faster. That crocodile's still gonna catch
he's
up to
gonna
you.
swim way faster than you. He's gonna fuck you up. They're born killers. They're dinosaurs, bro. It's just
Even on
like,
land, they're faster than you.
dude, and that's what's so scary about him. Like, that's why it's like, bro, why are you canoeing in waters where a crocodile could possibly be?
Yeah.
Like I just don't understand that, bro. And that one girl, Lauren Felice or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce her name. That was unfortunate. She went in waters where they said there was no beast. So I don't know why the boyfriend
He could sue
couldn't
them.
sue him.
He could.
I don't know how the Indian laws work. I hope he did. I hope he got his money worth because that would fucking suck, dude. Like that would be a terrible thing. Um, but getting off the crocodile stuff, now let's talk about Wings of Redemption.
Just now learned who this dude is yesterday, by the way.
I taught him about it yesterday because there's a lot of funny things about this dude. First off, I think he's like autistic. I think he like said he was autistic, but
Nothing wrong with being autistic.
nothing wrong with being autistic. But there's also you don't get no passes for being autistic unless you're like highly functioning autistic. Like, have you heard of the World of T-shirts guy? The World of T-shirts guy, he's really autistic. So like,
I think everybody's a little
I
autistic.
feel like everyone's a little autistic, right? But this Wing of Redemption knows what he's doing, bro. Apparently, like he's a part of this, like, or he was a part of this podcast called Lol Cows. Do you know what that's about?
Lol cows?
Hmm.
Like, no.
See, I didn't even know what this was
See,
about
we're
either.
filming a podcast right now, but I don't even watch podcasts. I don't listen to them.
Well, they're not podcasts.
Oh,
My bad. They're streaming or whatever, like streams.
oh, I don't know.
But Mike told me recently what locale means. Locale means basically people that are you make fun of, like you milk them for content, like you just like milk them for to make fun of them, to laugh at them. Um, he's like 400 something pounds or whatever. Dude, do you know Killer Keemstar?
I fucking hate Keemstar.
Me too. But he's like the boss of locales, and he got all these like fat people together.
I've
And
never like. Can we actually just talk about Keemstar for a
let's do
second?
it. Let's do it.
What a low life rat fucking pussy,
I
dude.
agree.
You are a grown ass man who lives for drama.
I
I get it.
know,
It pays the bills and
but it's
everything.
cringe.
But like, I've seen videos of Keemstar just like trying so hard to be funny. And
He's
it
not.
just like, I just look at him and I'm like,
He exploits people for money. That's what he does.
yeah. And then he doesn't from what I've seen. Now, to be fair, I don't like Keemstar from what I have seen, but to be fair, it's not like I went down a rabbit hole of Keemstar stuff. I've just like from what I've seen of Keemstar, he doesn't do research. He doesn't he just goes based off of what he hears and automatically makes a video or a Twitter post about it or something like that.
Right, and I saw this video he made about like Neon and Jack Doherty.
Neon the streamer,
Yeah,
both Neon and Jack Doherty, you and I have had a conversation about Jack.
right.
Fuck that guy.
I don't like Neon either, but check it out. They're both like our age. And Keemstar's what, 50? Like, bro, why are you talking about them for content? Like, that's just cringy as fuck.
How old is Keemstar? No. Okay. Hold on.
But yeah, Wing of Redemption, bro. He pushed his wife, trying to get to Keemstar to beat him up. He was that one dude
Yeah,
I
I did see that video today. So you
really? You
told me
saw
about
it?
Wings of Redemption. I saw the video of him pushing his wife trying to fight Keemstar.
Well, dude, that's so funny. I'm glad you saw that. So,
Keemstar's 43.
remember when I saw that? You see, bro, you're pushing 43
43-year-old
and you're talking about 20-year-old drama. Like, that's just like, bro, like, what the fuck? I don't
man. I'm
care how much you
25,
get
and if
paid.
somebody comes at me with drama, I'm like, don't talk to me.
Bro, I don't care how much you get paid, bro. Like that's the bed you want to lie in, bro. You want to create that bed and lie in that. That's just like, bro, grow the fuck up. I'm 25 almost, and I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even like milk that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just cringy, right? Um, the Wings of Redemption guy, bro. There was a funny stream where he was streaming and he typed in 2024. He's like trying to type in like a car, like a certain car, like to see how fast it goes, and someone clipped the fucking footage and they zoomed in on the links. You know when you type in on the links?
Oh God.
Bro, what popped up was BBC Shemale blowjob and it said page 5. So he was
He went through
going
5 pages.
Yes. So that shit was just
Wow,
funny,
dude.
right? Like,
Bro has so invested in freaking porn that he got to BBC she-males. That's insane.
and then he tries to claim that he doesn't watch porn, and then I'm like, bro, you got caught.
The proof is there,
The
buddy.
proof is there. Um, and then he gets mad. He's like, "Don't kink shame, don't kink shame." But it's like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you doing right now? How do you have that in your history?
Don't kink shame, sorry, but if you're looking up BBC she-males, we are going to kink
Blowjobs.
shame.
You were going to kink.
Specifically blowjobs.
But dude, apparently he got on a stream with a whole bunch of like different she-males, and they're all like kind of just roasting. They're like, obviously you're jerking off to people like me and all that shit. So it's like, it's wild, bro. They accused him of being a she-male.
Jerking off what? Can he even reach it?
Well,
Dude's
dude,
huge.
apparently he can't even get hard. That's what he says.
Probably
He's
because he's fat. Probably because his testosterone is so
That's
freaking
what he
low.
said. He said his T is real low, and he said he missed getting like horny and shit like that. So he can't even get
Miss
horny.
getting horny.
Yeah, he can't even get
Can't
horny.
imagine Miss being horny.
I
I'm
know.
horny all the time.
I know. I feel like honestly, I feel like life would be easier if we didn't feel horniness. Like I feel like you got it easy, buddy. Like you don't, because I feel like when it comes to horniness, it's a feeling like it kind of controls you
I
when
think
you're
it's
horny.
a shitty feeling when you don't have a partner that you can exert your horniness when they're horny too with you.
Well, yeah, oh for sure, yeah,
Like
good point.
if you're like alone and I mean,
That's a good
sure,
point.
yeah, you can jerk off or are we posting this on YouTube?
Not well, no, because this is our practice. I mean, if it's funny, we edit it,
I
cool.
think we should
And,
post this.
you know,
But
I feel like we should check it. We'll review it. Review it before we, do our thing. But yeah, bro, he can't get hard, and dude. He was the guy. Remember that video I showed you of the two fat people fighting?
yeah,
He was the one who won that fight.
that was him.
That was him.
Oh
Remember?
my
Beat
God.
his ass.
All fat people look the same.
Oh, dude. But
Lizzo, Wings of Redemption,
all the same, all the same.
different skin colors, you still look the same.
But yeah, dude, that dude's also a clown. He always gets mad at his fans too if they're like bad at video games. Like he does this thing where, or at least
At his fans, he gets mad at his fans.
right. This is what I comprehended from it. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. But what I comprehended when I was watching this video, people like are his fans. They donate to him and he plays with them, right? And if they do bad, he gets mad and like, oh, quit pushing. You do bad. We're playing 100 TDM and you're pushing 60 battles and you lose 30 to 40 of them. And then one dude was like, dude, I donate to you all the time. If you want to kick me out, you can kick me out. But fuck you, man. I always donate to you. So I was wondering, like,
Maybe he should take all that money and get a personal trainer.
I know apparently he don't make no more money though. That's what he's saying. Like
Really?
there was a one time he was like, bro, I've been streaming all day and only made $10. But
Mhm.
bro, like, it's your fault. Like, when do you want to take accountability of shit? Like, and he's like super abusive to his wife. I don't want to say super abusive, but like,
How is he married?
dude, I know. Like,
I saw
I
a
don't
video
get
of
it.
him pushing her. She's not overweight.
She is overweight.
She is.
Yeah, she's overweight.
Not as much as him.
Not as much as him. No,
So
she's not 400.
maybe I just couldn't tell because in with how quickly the video went by, all I saw was him and his ripple effect when he was moving.
Right. And
But
I want to say she's 250 to 3, but he's like
damn,
400
really?
plus.
I
He's
gotta look
400
this
plus.
woman up.
Um,
Wings of
but like he
Redemption.
like forces her to play like Dark Souls and shit because he loves it, and he gets mad at her that she
Damn,
does.
she is overweight.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
What is this photo?
Oh, that's crazy.
That's creepy.
That's fucked up. But yeah, no, I saw this video where they were streaming and someone asked if she's always been overweight, and she's like, "Yeah, I've always been overweight." So that's how I kind of like knew. But I don't know if she goes to school. She has like a full-time job, so I don't understand why she's with someone like Wings. Like she even says he's not romantic. Obviously, he can't get hard. He just like taking out on dates. He
He's
said he,
not romantic. He can't even hug you all the way around.
I know, and he said he likes to eat and just sleep. So it's like, bro, he don't like to go out. He don't like doing nothing. That Wings of Redemption guy is a fucking funny character, and I've been doing more research on it because Mike told me to do more research on it because Mike knew about him. And when I dropped acid, 2 tabs of acid that one day, I watched a whole bunch of their videos, just like catching up with everything and just doing my research on it. And it's just funny, bro. Like, and I suggest anyone just go to Breaking Banquet. That's the clown uh YouTube channel. They clown on him. Breaking Banquet, he hates them, but like they
He
basically
hates Wings of Redemption.
No. Wings of Redemption hates Breaking Big
Oh,
because
okay.
they just clown on him. They have the best edits of him. They like record his streams and just edit, and he doesn't make sense at all. Dude, at one point he talked about how a high school cheerleader was sexy. I was like, "Ah, dude, what the fuck are you
A high school
doing?"
cheerleader when he was in high school?
No,
High school?
I don't think so. I think he was an adult. He's like 40 something, bro. And he's talking about it now. So I doubt he's talking about a time in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
People are fucking weird.
that dude's weird. But anyway,
You know what? That's something else we should talk about.
hmm.
How the fuck is a grown man, woman, whatever, going to be attracted to an underage minor?
Dude, they have some sort of chemical imbalance in their
Chemical
head.
imbalance. The only thing that's imbalanced is their fucking morals.
Yeah, they're fucked up,
There's no
bro.
chemical. I think. Oh, I'm chemical imbalance. Oh, like there's something wrong with me mentally, and that's why I like little kids. Fuck you. I'm still gonna shoot you on sight if you touch my kid.
I agree with you. I feel like those are the ones that who are mentally fucked up who do deserve that shit. And look, check it out. There's an extent to this. I know some people they're born with that and they can't help it, but at least don't act on it. You know, there's a lot of I saw actually a video of like pedophiles who and they blurred out their face and everything. They admitted to being pedophiles, but they never acted on it. Like they admitted that they're attracted to children and
You're
shit
talking
like
about like
this.
those predator hunters and stuff.
No, this
Because
wasn't.
all the time on Twitter, I see videos of pedophiles getting like jumped by
I see that
predator
shit too,
hunters. It's like, dude, I
bruh,
love watching them. My favorite
dude.
one is like this like 40-year-old man who's like like so uh they're like not it's not harassment. He's a pedophile. Fuck
Right,
that
he
guy.
deserves it.
But like he
You're trying to
tries to
ruin a
run
kid's life.
away, and the guy who's holding the camera, his buddy, like fucking shoves a cart into him and like
Oh, I
nearly
seen it.
knocks him over.
I
I'm
seen
like,
that
he
one.
hit the shit out of him with that cart.
Dude, he fucked him up. I remember, like he's trying to run away. And he's like,
He was like, "This man is here to be a 14-year-old boy,"
bro,
or whatever
I
the
saw this
fuck.
one. I saw this one. I don't know if you saw it or not. He like threw, like he was just beating up this Asian kid at Walmart or whatever, or like some grocery store, and he threw the guy towards the camera guy. The camera guy just fucking slapped him in the face in the air. I gotta show you this shit.
See, my favorite one was is the my top three favorites is the cart one, and then there's the one with like
That one was
he has the
hilarious.
cops following behind him, but he's talking on the phone pretending to be the kid that the guy is meeting, and he's like, "Where are you? I'm in aisle 13 or whatever." And the guy goes to aisle 13 and he walks up to him and he goes, "I'm here. I'm here." It's a grown ass man saying, "I'm here," and the cops walk up behind him and he's like, "You're done, buddy."
Oh, that's
And then my
crazy.
most favorite one is they catch this guy outside. It's like snowing outside. I don't know where they are, but
Uh-huh.
they're like some of them don't call the police, like call the cops, but like they're beating the shit out of him.
Hmm.
And they make him put his face in the snow. They're like, "Go ahead, like we know it hurts. Put your face in the snow." He's got his face in the snow, and he gets up, and they go, like punch him again. I'm like, damn,
In the
do it
back of the
again.
head, in the back of
No,
the head.
like he like looks up and they punch him.
That's hilarious.
Like, I
Bro,
was like, "Ooh, do it again."
I gotta show you this one, bro. This I don't think this is the one, but this one's pretty funny. But dude, the one I'm talking about, bro, it was hilarious. This one's funny. But I have one where like, oh, damn, watch, and he fights back. It's fixed. Oh, oh, you go. Okay, you go. Hey, yeah. Fine. Go. You go. 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 You go. You go. They're fighting in the grocery store, bro. We got all the predators winning. Look at him. One nigga got hard. One nigga got hard. Oh, dude, this is the same crew, I think, that slapped that one dude.
That was his head.
That's what I would have done though too. I like how no one stops this shit, bro. Look, it's because they're in the ghetto. Dude, the one dude who got alley oop slapped, they took him outside, threw him in like a ditch, and just robbed him and beat him up. Dude, it was crazy. But that's what you get. Like, look, I feel like if you're cursed with being a pedophile, that's all right as long as you don't put action on that. But if you're trying to meet up with the fucking child
No, no, no.
and
I
do
don't think.
harm,
I think if I don't even if you don't try to meet up with one, I think if you are attracted to children in any way, shape, or form. Because even if they're not acting on it in real life, they're watching that shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they do
Like,
that,
all
that's
that shit is
bad.
fucking disgusting.
That's what I'm saying. If they do it, it's bad. But if they can hold down and not do that shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's still wrong.
Well,
Obviously,
obviously it's
trying to
still
go out and
wrong.
meet a child is worse. But like, I just don't
Obviously it's
understand.
still wrong, but like,
And there's no way to possibly understand it either
you
because it's
can't.
just absolutely disgusting.
You absolutely cannot understand it. Hold on, I'm trying to find this shit. This shit was so funny. I really want you to watch this, bro. And watch me not be able to find this shit. Fuck, bro. I'm totally not gonna be able to find it. But keep talking. I'm gonna try to find it.
Uh, I don't know what else to say. I just hate pedophiles. I wish I could be a predator hunter.
Dude, that'd be so fun to
Yeah.
be one. Like be like
I'd
Chris
do that
Hansen.
shit for free.
I know, but making money off it would be pretty cool.
I've been seeing this stuff on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever,
Uh-huh.
where people will like find like full grown adult men and stuff and pretend to be like underage girls and get like $500, $1,500 and stuff from these pedophiles
Uh-huh.
and then report them. So like get money and then report them
They
and
would
things
pay
like
him?
yeah, like they would be posing as like a girl or whatever. Be like, oh my God, like my car just broke down. It's gonna cost me this much to fix it. And then the guy like it's like a sugar daddy type of thing, except with underage girls.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea.
That dude,
That would
100%.
solve all of my problems.
And I bet you they would never do it again.
No, well, why not?
Bro, I can't even find it's like this thing didn't even exist. It was the funniest thing in the world. This guy just started beating his ass, and then he grabbed him by the back and threw him to his friend, and his friend's while recording just slaps him in the face in midair. And then they dragged him out of the store, and the workers were helping him. Like he was trying to get back in the store, and the workers shut the door on him. Like, nah, nah, nah.
Have you seen the one with like the little Asian kid who like gets he gets called out
He's like
and they're like he's
autistic,
here to meet like and he starts running up
like
the store.
poop
He's like
pills.
he
He was
like
like, I'm
gets in
here with
his
my
car
fiber.
and fucking runs over the curb and like gets his car stuck up on a like lamppost
You're
or
talking about
whatever.
this fool, huh? He said he was here for his poop pills, his fiber pills.
Yeah, that guy.
That
That
dude's
guy.
hilarious. Let's see if there's if bro, I really want to show you this one. I'll never be able to find it.
You'll
But
find out eventually.
yeah, you gotta see it though. I know Mike's got it. He'll be able to find it for me.
Let's get it from him when you work.
You know what, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna find this shit. Hold on, because I think he actually sent it through Insta, and I don't have like Insta like that. But what else? Do we have anything else to really talk about?
Oh, we talked about GTA 6. We got everything on the list.
Got everything on the list.
I can't think of anything else.
Oh, I found it.
You did?
Oh, fuck yes. I'm so thankful, bro. It's on this.
That was okay. You're a little boy. Latest fucking night to be friends. What are you right? No, listen, yeah, it's right.
That's not it.
What the fuck you doing? You talk. What you doing? What you grabbing for? My hat. Oh, I got your fucking hat. Where? Where? I need. Oh, that's not it. What? Sally, you smack.
He said that's how you
Smack.
This is, bro. Still part of that shit. Come on now. No. Please, no. Please. No. Please what? I not to try to do that.
Why not try to do that?
No. What you trying to do? It's right. I give you look on it's a camera here.
Look, that's a waker right there.
Hey. What you got in here?
What you got?
Yeah, take a look.
He starts flashing his eyes.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What you doing?
You got your keys.
Show me.
Give me that, bro. Give me your keys. Give it up. Give me that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You gonna
Give me
fuck up.
keys.
Give me.
I caught. No. Listen me. No.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
No, I not do that.
You know what's funny? Like I see videos like all the time. Like,
What?
You have Oh God, he's beat him with a stick. Oh my! This guy will never do it again, though. You know?
I mean, that's your girl's
You threw it funny.
I see videos of like people getting beat up. Like like I'll like hop on Twitter. I'll see like videos of like just people fighting.
Uh,
It's like normal people fighting or whatever. And I see like some solid hits. I'm like, oh damn and stuff. Like I cringe a little bit. Like ooh. But then I watch like a pedophile getting beaten up. I'm just like,
yeah, dude, you deserve it, man. You're trying to
like
meet up with the little
you had it
kid.
coming. You had it coming. You
Right.
nasty bitch.
I mean, think about it, man. Yeah, you're going through some trauma by being beat up, but that kid's gonna go through trauma too by
Maybe they'll knock the chemical imbalance correct.
maybe, bro. And I just can't help but think that they would never do it again because why would they would expect that? They would expect to get beat up.
Yeah. Or they went so long without getting caught that it happens one time and they're like, oh, lightning doesn't strike twice.
Right. I mean, that could possibly, but I feel like if you get beat up as bad as Homeboy did
If
and got
you're a
robbed,
pedophile, you should be in jail for just as long as somebody who goes to jail for life for murder.
exactly, bro. Like you just
Death penalty.
you're a predator.
forgive me for being blunt, but you want to fuck a child, get the fucking death
You're
penalty
you're a predator. You can't be
without a
trusted.
last meal.
Without a last meal, yeah, fuck that shit. Because we all know what they're gonna get a happy meal. We all know that shit. We all know that shit. They gonna get that kids meal.
Oh, that's good. That's funny. I wouldn't have thought of that.
So I mean, that's all I have for this episode. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. I just think that if you're watching this and you're a pedophile, we will find you.
And we will kill you.
And yes, we will kill you. Or alley-oop smack you. I'll throw you up and I'll just...
That'd be so fucking funny,
This
bro.
is like the most wild first episode ever.
I know. Yeah, let's watch
We
it.
talked about Katy Perry going to space, fake feminism from Katy Perry,
AI boy.
AI boy killing himself over his 14-year-old girlfriend. It's already sad
14-year-old girlfriend.
I
No.
mean, 14-year-old boy killing himself over his girlfriend. It's already sad enough that people kill themselves over real life relationships.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself if you don't be with me. That's not my fucking problem.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Oh, And then we talked about crocodiles.
Dude, crocodiles are crazy, bro. I'm telling you, man. Only thing more deadly than them, and I stand on this,
No, please,
is a
I didn't
hippo.
kill my girlfriend. It was crocodile.
It was damn. I think he spoke English, right? It's from New Jersey too, I think.
It's from New Jersey. How do you do an Indian accent with New Jersey accent?
Fire los de tomatoes.
We can't post this.
my,
We should call the podcast
my good friend,
NC-17
my good friend died.
or call it
He died.
demonetized.
It's okay, man. I feel like we should. We're almost at an hour. I feel like we stop it and watch it real quick and see if the quality is good.
Watch the whole thing.
Maybe not the whole thing.
Like we'll like skip through. We'll like
Yeah, just check out the quality.
All right, if you guys enjoyed,
We're
drop
sipping
a
and
like,
sit,
subscribe, and share. If you enjoyed sipping and spitting,
spitting while sitting.
yeah.
Well, then, yeah, follow, do all that crazy stuff. All right, stopping in three. You chug the rest before we do it.